Hello everyone, my name's Bobmich and welcome back to a little bit of a ramble on Star Citizen, because this is going to be a little bit of an update for what I've got coming up, where I've been, because I obviously haven't been around for a long time, and just general things that are going on. So I have to be even more apologetic once more because my real life and work have been very chaotic, much more chaotic than I thought they would have been for a December and a January and into February now. That's how crazy it is and how fast that's gone by. So yes, again, I'm sorry for not spitting out content like I have been doing, but we have a lot to look forward to. I have lots of footage from the back there showing things like the 890 and the Carrack from ATV that's going off. So the 890 jump, they're doing its own Imperial Pass. There's the 890 jump coming up. There's been improvements to the Carrack. There's been improvements to more 300i series. We have the new Argo tug that's come out. We have a Valentine's event that's got a new variant of the Hornet that has some different guns and some cool nose art on it. So there's a lot to look forward to. The 890 jump's got trees in it. Look at that. That's crazy. Not shrubs like it has there. That's a shrub. It's got a freaking tree in it. It's crazy. Not little succulent that you have on your desk at home or at work. It's got a fucking tree. So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to, and events and things I'm going to. So we have we've seen footage of the 600, the 890 jump here, and now we've got footage from the Carrack. So the Carrack's looking very good. I've never been much of a Carrack fan, I have to admit. I always liked the 600i as soon as I saw it, but the Carrack is growing on me and it is looking very cool. So we'll have to see when it's like ready, and see if it's worth melting my Origin ship once again, because it tends to get melted down so I can fly the new toys and then I get it back off the buyback with the credit. So we'll see. There's a new variant of the Hornet out, and this has got different guns. I think it's got some of the bearing cannons all over it and one on the top turret as well. And of course we have the new Argo tug, so I will just spool the video for that up now. Top tier editing going on here because I'm not actually editing it. So Argo have come out with, or rather CIG have come out with a new tug for Argo. So as opposed to the Argo Cargo, which I love the name of, and the Argo MPV, we've now got the Argo tug. So, or the SRV I think it's called. So this thing is covered in little pads, magnetic pads. Well, they're tractor beams really, aren't they? So it can go and drag ships across when they're broken down. And I think this is really cool because now not only have we got the Vulcan, is it the Vulcan or the Vulture? One or two, I can't remember. One that could park up and then have a ship land in it, repair the ship, and then the repaired ship goes on its way. This thing sort of shifts around more of the industrial gameplay of the game. So if there's a huge battlefield that's come and gone because the victors have nicked all the good stuff and buggered off, you can have the salvage ships like the new Drake one and the Reclaimer fly in and sort of, you know, start picking away at bits. But if you're in a big group, you could have the Reclaimer on one side of this debris field, sort of hoovering up ships. And to make things more efficient and safer, because you could have people patrolling around the Reclaimer, you know, you could send out 3 or 4 of these little tugs and they could scoot over to the other side of the debris field and start dragging the other ships over, you know. They could go and see what was valuable, see which ships were worth the most, and then start yanking them back over and pop them in front of the Reclaimer, so the Reclaimer doesn't actually have to move until it needs to leave and go and process its salvage. So I think that's quite cool. Now we're seeing the move from, you know, just militaristic to more of an industrial scale kind of play. So not only are you going to have people who are like, yay, gung-ho wars, kind of like EVE Online thing, now you've got a lot more of the industrial stuff coming out, and I think that's really cool. It's necessary for the game. I'm really looking forward to when we get to the next stage of that, which is the science. So all the science stuff is very interesting to me. That's why I like the Explorer stuff. What else have we got coming up? 3.5 is coming up, so there's the tug with its little pads. I was trying to think of what they were, but I couldn't. It just looks like it's got lots of grabby hands that want to go and grab things. Yes, 3.5 is coming out, so we've got the 300i, which is going to apparently have some kind of system on the website where you can choose the livery that you want, apparently. I've not really looked into it. so we can go and choose what colours, and we can customize it a bit more before we buy it, which is a good first step to, you know, being able to customize everything in your ship. So really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to just using the bloody thing from the outset, because it's, you know, it's a very old model. It needed improving. Now we've got that really cool sleek looking thing, and we'll be able to do a lot more with it. And as well as that, what else have we got coming out? Having a bit of a brain fart. Oh, ArtCorp, of course. ArtCorp in the background there. So we've had some cool looks at ArtCorp, and it looks very Coruscant-esque. Coruscant, if I'm saying that right, from Star Wars, doesn't it? You know, the whole planet covered with the city. It's a shame that I think all of this that we can see, there is no fly zone. So we can't go into it, and we can't go up close to all the little Blade Runner-y ships there that are flying around and crash into them and make an accident. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing, but it's still going to look freaking epic when you're flying over. So yeah, and I have another video that I'm going to swing in. I just hit the wrong button again. Top tier video creation here. Where are we? That one. So what else have we got? Events. I'm doing some events coming up quite soon. So I am going to the Insomnia Gaming Festival in the rear end of April. So if you go into the Insomnia Gaming Festival, the Insomnia Gaming Festival, Insomnia 64, I-64 at the end of April. It's at the NEC in Birmingham. If you want to say hello, leave a comment or something, send me a message on YouTube, I'll come and say hello, we can go and get a drink. You can tell me my channel's crap, you can tell me I'm doing well, either or. And straight after Insomnia, pretty much a day after it, is BritainCon. So for obviously the more Star Citizen focused events, BritainCon is the event that spawned CitizenCon. It's going to be in Manchester on April the 27th, and I'm hoping to go. It's not confirmed yet because I still need to get the time off work and stuff to go up there, but I'm really hoping to go up there because bored and loads more of the devs up there. I can go and say hello again and, you know, have drinkies, and I want to see all the cool stuff that the those JR Fabrication guys have been making. So the guys who made the Big Saber Raven and the rideable Dragonfly that's CitizenCon, and I think they're doing like a higher admission ticket tier that gives you a freelancer model. Not sure. I think, well, they gives you a model, but I don't know how big it is. Could be, you know, like typical 3D printed little micro thing, or could be big. We don't know. Yeah, so I'm just really looking forward to what's to come, because it's kind of been a little bit of a dearth of content because I've been so busy, and there's been so much going on that Star Citizen had to kind of take over a back seat. So I've just been playing other games to kind of chill out after stressful days at work and not really pouring much into Star Citizen, but that is going to change because 3.5 is coming out. I'll be able to fire a lot more content at you. I've got this weekend off, and I've got Monday and Tuesday off because it's actually my birthday on Monday. I'm not looking forward to it. So hopefully I'll be able to do something like a 3.5 sort of micro guide as to what's coming and what we're going to get there and what's going to change. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to be able to sort of get back into the Star Citizen grind a bit, as opposed to just coming home from work and trying to do something a bit cathartic. It'll give me something to focus on, which is what I need. I don't like sitting around doing nothing. So thank you for watching, thank you for sticking with me. I am gonna bring you guys all the 3.5 content, and hopefully going forward things like BritainCon coverage and laughs and things like that, so I can go and troll Board and other people and maybe ask some questions or something along those things that I want to know, like where is my rover for my 600i, for instance. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.